Hi everyone, I'm Meena Puri, founder of Ayurvedic Healing Center and the Root Healing Method. So, the second video, I want to talk about the processes, different tools and techniques that we use to whether, change our mindset, heal, rewiring, or identity shifting. And I want to talk about them just not in detail, just briefly, and show you how when we rely on those tools too much, it actually no longer is ineffective. They can be damaging. Okay. First one is journaling. I love journaling. It's a great process of introspection and reflection. It allows you to see what's going on in your head on a piece of paper, makes it real. It takes the pressure off. And when you keep journaling, you can see a pattern forming. You are able to connect the dots and it increases the level of your awareness. And it's a great start. But journaling alone isn't going to transform, isn't going to heal, is definitely going to do nothing about your self-concept. Okay? So start with journaling, but that's just the start. Second one, oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about journaling, like it gives you insights. Like I said, you can see patterns, in your story, in what you're experiencing. But insights don't create shifts. Something deeper does. Okay. Second thing, affirmations. So I look at affirmations as just providing lip service. Affirmations work with, in conjunction with so much other work. By themselves, they actually erode, not only erode your self-confidence, they actually create inner disharmony, inner conflict. Because if you just give lip service to something that, an example that I gave in my earlier video is, I'm smart, because you think you're going to put a mental layer of, I am smart, over the years of experience of being told you are dumb, that you somehow are going to bypass the process. You may bypass the process, but it's again, bypassing the process is temporary, it's short-lived, and it's going to produce all kind of other problems. So when the body has experience, I've been told, my subconscious telling me, I believe I'm dumb. Why? Because I've been told that. I just assumed I'm dumb because that's the messages I got. But you want to say, I am a smart human being. I'm a smart human being. And the body says, come again? What? So you are creating an inner conflict. What that results in is identity crisis. Know any people who are having identity crisis? They actually don't know who they are because they're trying to do all of this work with the head, but the experiences, the past is like confusing them, shackles on their feet, and they don't know which way to go. So affirmations work in conjunction with the deeper healing work where your body believes it. And here's the truth. Affirmations can only reinforce and integrate what your body already believes. It's just another dimension of stepping into the next version of you. All of you is coming together. It's not just your lip service, not just your mind, your body, your subconscious is included. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is fake it till you make it. I have heard that before. I remember in the business world, when I was in the corporate world, fake it till you make it. Monkey see, monkey do. And sometimes those kind of things work. You can pretend that you know what's going on in the meeting and you're right on top of it, but you have no clue. I had a friend who actually called me and she said, they want me to do this Excel worksheet. They think I know how to do it. Can you please teach me how to do it? Okay. So, temporary, we do all kinds of things, but we are in a wholeness process. We are healing at a very deeper level of our being. We are becoming. So that kind of stuff does not work. You can't fake to be smart when the inner voice is saying, you really don't believe that. I'm actually dumb because I believe I'm dumb, because I've been told I'm dumb. And here the ultimate truth, you are much more capable, much more smarter than you realize. It's your nature, wholeness. You are love and light. Wholeness is your nature. Capability, potentiality is your nature, is embedded. That's why it resonates with us. That's why we want it, because it's so familiar. But to get to that, from where the mind is, where the experiences have been, it's a process. Okay, so that doesn't work. Now, the next one I wrote down is, oh, discipline and willpower. You're just not disciplined enough. I don't know about you, but when I hear the word discipline, I feel like I'm going to be punished because it's not my word. I don't like to use that word, but I know that it's needed, but it's needed in a different way. I like to call it devotion. I like to call it passion, something you can't help but do. It's internally driven, not externally imposed. So, so many people, especially many successful people who are totally women that I work with, successful women that I work with, they are burned out internally. Their whole world is uprooted and shaken apart because they have been forcing discipline and willpower to get ahead to make their life happen. Okay? It's a terrible foundation to build your wholeness on. And the idea of the discipline and willpower is keep pushing till you pass out. Have you ever been there? Nervous breakdown? I was pregnant. I had a difficult pregnancy. I didn't know this stuff either. So I was like, in your 20s, you can do a lot of shit. Sorry, but you can do a lot of stuff. So I just pushed through, pushed through. Literally, I was at bed rest and I was making, investment decisions, big money investment decisions. And my, you know, CEO was calling me on the phone. We were discussing. I mean, it was stressful. I could do it, so I did it. But I didn't understand the underlying toll it was taking on my body. But anyways, I digress. Please soften that mental notions of what your life should be. Connect with the inner talents, your energy, your passion, what you're all about. Connect with that. Your desire to pursue that is going to naturally follow. We're not here to beat ourselves up until we pass out. That's not what life is all about. This is not where we're headed. So that discipline and willpower is not part of the game here. Okay. So these things, anytime we are trying to work with these kind of superficial, incomplete processes, first of all, they're not going to get far. They're going to create a bigger inner conflict and they erode your confidence. You can't think straight. Why am I told to do this, this, and that, and I actually cannot do any of it? Is something wrong with me? No, nothing is wrong with you. You're following the wrong lecture. You're following the wrong rules or course. You're in the wrong course. Drop that course. It's all about in here. The work is for you to realize that God created you to be like him or her, whoever you think God is. Everything you have is inside of you. Healing is a process of connecting with that. Self-concept, identity rewiring is just a byproduct of that. You become someone who you truly, truly are. Okay. All right. So if this resonated with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Questions, put them in the comments. And I'm going to talk about, there's a couple of other things I want to talk about, and I'll do another video. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon.